booties for black girl nerds.
Hi, Stephan. How are you doing today?
Hey Danielle, I'm well. How are you?
I'm doing pretty good, thank you. Well, so
Good.
happy to have you.
Great
So
to
we,
see you.
yeah, definitely. So I just wanted to start off by asking, why do you think it's important for national champions to highlight the connection between college football and slavery?
Wow. Um, that's a great question. I mean, we'd be wrong if we dismiss sort of some of the parallels, right? Sort of how these athletes are regarded more for sort of their physical prowess, physical abilities, um, rather than sort of the human being they are and their needs and their well-being. And so, when you look at it all and you see this form of sort of institutionalization, where one side seems to have it all figured out as far as this $18 billion industry, and then the next side is these young athletes who sometimes come from not much, um, who generate tens of hundreds of millions of dollars and don't get to see sort of the rewards of the benefits of that. And so I think that there certainly is a discussion to be had to that end, and the comparison isn't that far-fetched.
I definitely agree. We see how power is different. The distribution of power in national champions is really an interesting concept that the movie takes on. And so I really like, in turn, we have LeMarcus, and he's kind of going against the grain. He's kind of doing something that the other players may be a little bit more hesitant to do.
Yeah.
And so I wanted to know, what makes LeMarcus a good role model, do you think?
Well, I think that the ability to have an opinion, to be brave enough to have an opinion that's maybe different than popular opinion, um, to be bold enough to use your platform. This is a great young uh, athlete who is poised to do great things, right? To be number one pick in the NFL draft, to make $30 million, to change his family, generationally, and to be able to put that in jeopardy, or to put that in question for something he believes is more important, is greater. um, I think that's a special quality to have, and it's an admirable quality to have, and it's the reason why he's a great quarterback, because he's not scared to be on the front lines, and to sort of be the head of the snake, if you will.
Yes, I agree. I feel like we see that he, risks so much and kind of, in the same mindset of good role models. I wanted to know, who were some of your favorite football players and why?
Oh wow. I mean, I just love Pat Mahomes just because I think he's just a unicorn, a really, really special player. I love, Saquon Barkley. I love Odell Beckham. But of course, you can't deny the greatness of someone like Tom Brady, right? Um, 6, 7 rings, I think now, and just like, has had a career that's lasted, you know, maybe almost 20 years, and just that longevity, that level of performance, um, maintained over such a long period of time. I think that's admirable in any field of work.
Yes, no, I love to hear that. I love to hear that, there's that connection to the film and kind of an interest in football because it all really comes together for something everyone can connect to, but also kind of just if you kind of know football a little bit more, it really paints a bigger picture. So I want to thank you so much. It was really nice to talk to you this morning.
Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate you, Danielle.
Yeah, you too. Have a great rest of your day.
Take care.
All right, you too.
Better shake your booties for black girl nerds. Better shake your booties for black girl nerds.